I just spent 1 hour recording this video right now and realizing that my mic was off. And this is exactly what businesses in 2025 are realizing when they see they hired the wrong people and they're losing $10,000 a month or even more on that. Hey, my name is Riyad. I'm from Equips. We help businesses build teams in Eastern Europe with cheaper, more reliant and more competitive teams without compromising quality, proficiency, and them being inside the Western culture. Let's get right into it. How businesses in 2025 are losing money? Well, that's simple. If you're a new business and you're starting to scale, the main thing that people do is scale their teams. Because especially if your business is digital, selling a service, selling digital services, your main asset is going to be your employee and the person that fulfills that service. But then businesses do 4 mistakes. One of them is using recruiters. Second is freelancers, the third is agencies, and fourth, remote employees. Let's start out with recruiters. We know how the business model of recruiters work. They basically sell CVs. They give you a CV and you pay for that CV. If you hire that person and you pay 20-30% of the annual income, that's basically it. They sell CVs. If you find a CV that you like, you're gonna pay them. Well, that works in an extent, but the partnership between the recruiter and you, it's not gonna be that long. It's not gonna be that bonded, because they sell you the CV, you hire that guy and boom, you're on your own. You don't have any communication with the recruiter, you don't have any insights on that person. It's blatant. And a lot of people get stuck into this process of using recruiters, hiring from recruiters, then seeing that the fit is not there, firing that person, then getting the recruiter to find another one, and have the long process of trying to find people on different type of countries, different areas, different roles. It's a long process, which just doesn't work. Then you have the freelancer road. You say, okay, let me hire this freelancers. I pay them $2,000 to finish this project. I get from my client $6,000, $7,000, whatever. You arbitrage that opportunity, you fulfill your order. That's good. But if you check into it, is the freelancer really gonna care about your product, your service? It's not. They're just gonna look to fulfill the project, even if that fits your standard of quality or not. Get the money and run. You don't really have success using freelancers in your business. No, it's just a temporary work. Why? Because maybe you start using a freelancer. Either your freelancer does rubbish work and then you don't like it, you start trying to find a new freelancer, or your freelancer actually does really good work and then he stops working with you. He opens his own company, he goes to another company, and now you have a bunch of work that the freelancer did for you and you have no idea how that was made. You have no processes, no internal point of view of the product that he made, and now you have to start from the beginning. And that causes problems as well, because you try to find the same person that does the quality as the freelancer that did, and you can't. And then it's just a hassle of spending months trying to find another one, and in this process you're just losing money every single month by not having this team fit and just going straight on working towards your goals and towards fulfilling your service. Then there's the agency path. Now, agencies all are good, they work, but then again, depending on your business, what makes you think an agency will care about your service the way that an internal employee in your company would? They wouldn't. Because an agency has 50 clients and you're just one of them and you're trying to get a service made from them. They're not really gonna care. And so then it's gonna be a hassle finding the agency that's gonna do the work that you want for the same quality and the same process that you're actually visioning, because you just can't embrace them to do something they don't want to do. They have their own system, their own operations, own teams. They train their people how they want. You're gonna be hopping off 4, 5, 6 different agencies every single month, and then you're just losing money on that regard. The onboarding process of getting into working with an agency is going to be 2-3 weeks, then you're paying them, then you see, okay, the quality is not that good, and then you're stuck into 6-month, 12-month contracts. You realize that agencies are not really making it for you as well. And then the last option is remote hiring. You say, okay, well, let me build my internal team. Let me have my internal process. Let me have a guy that actually does know what our product is and that I can train him or her. And so that's fine, but remote hiring doesn't really reduce your costs. You're going to be stuck with the same cost issues. For example, your business is in Los Angeles, in Berlin, in London, and then you want a software developer, remote software developer, and you hire them. The person is fine, he does the job, but he costs too much. That person is going to cost you $10,000 in USA, and then probably in Europe around 7,000-8,000 euros a month if it's a senior developer. So businesses have already found a way of tackling with this issue and scaling teams faster, especially if it's a new business. They start to get funding, they need teams fast to scale. Now, one of the options as probably 99% of you know is outsourcing. And outsourcing is right now mostly known by Indians, by Philippines, by Latin America, and by South Africa. Now, those are fine, don't get me wrong, but the problem with those, first of all, is the skill gap. We all know that if we talk with the customer support on the phone and he sounds with an Indian accent, love for all the Indians, but that's just how it works, you're gonna say, oh man, this customer support is rubbish, because I can't even understand them. And then if you wanna get a product, a service from a business, and then you see that no one's actually from the business headquarters, you're gonna say, well, man, I don't know about this, I don't want to work with these guys anymore. But there's a new market. There's a new market that completely removes these skill gaps, completely removes the English proficiency problem, accent problem, and not even just in English, even European languages, and that is Eastern Europe. Here at Akips, we help businesses build teams in Eastern Europe that have no skill gaps whatsoever. Either that's technical, either that's language proficiency, whatever that is. We help teams either hire on demand or direct hire people from here with all kinds of roles. Either that's software engineers in the tech world, either that's customer support, customer service, or any roles in assistance, any roles in sales, we can fulfill that. A lot of companies, big businesses, billion-dollar businesses, have already established branches of hundreds of employees here, actually in one specific country right now that Akip specializes in Kosovo. Down below in the description, I'm giving away a free code. You can check Workforce Blueprint. You can check out all the salaries, all the concept that I'm trying to explain here for Eastern Europe and Kosovo, all the economic data for the country, all type of roles that companies, actual companies, here's a list, it's gonna be blurred out, you can check the full list in the description down below on the blueprint, of at least 30 plus companies. Those are not new companies, just new businesses with 5-10 employees. There's businesses here that have thousands of employees that already established teams in Kosovo, and not just any role, not just customer service roles. There's teams here of full-on software engineering teams, either that's front-end, back-end, specific tech stack for whatever technology your company uses, and so on. And then, let me just give you an example. Senior developer, as I've said, $10,000. Now, $3,000, $4,000. And if you get the same quality, same output, same communication style as you would get from hiring local, you just arbitrage a massive opportunity into your business, and now you have 3 times more profit into your employee. And I can tell you, with those salaries, people here are going to be happy, you're going to be happy, and you can train them, they can be exactly an employee in your company. What I want to say is that if you're a new business trying to scale a team right now and you're losing thousands of dollars in the problem I just mentioned in the beginning, you can go ahead, you can book a 15-minute call with me and with the Akips team. We can see if there's an opportunity for you and see if the team that you're looking to scale or build, it's applicable. And then we can just go through the process and see what we can do together. Completely no strings attached, and we can see if we can scale you even faster with teams here in Kosovo. But as I mentioned, everything is down below in the description, the workforce blueprint, and booking a 15-minute call with me in Calendly.